Hey, everybody, welcome to day 17 of the Win or Learn 25-day risk-taking experiment. This is a fun one. We're writing our story. This is so cool. This is magical because all of the work that we've put into this experiment, you're going to see how it takes shape. You're going to understand exactly how what you want is going to manifest. It's just awesome. So yesterday I teased this idea of telling your story as if it already happened. The idea that you're going to go to the future and you're going to look back and you're going to be able to see exactly what happened and visualize it. You're going to have this sensory experience. And the thing is, before you tell the story as if it's already happened, you need to know what your story is. You need to see it. You need to touch it. You need to taste it. You need to feel it. You need to hear it. You want to indulge all the senses so that you have a strong, very clear vision, a vivid representation of what it is you are going to experience. Now, the fun of this, the joy is you get to jump to the future. And jumping to the future is like jumping to dessert. It's like jumping to the best part. If you don't like dessert, then it's jumping to whatever your favorite meal is. You don't have to do any of the work. You don't have to worry about all of the anxiety and fear. You get to jump to the future. How amazing is that? In your brain, you get to have this fantasy which you're going to turn into reality of the future. You get to experience something so wonderful. And the thing is, because you've done the work and you've created the dynamics in your life and you have a framework to get you from one point to the next, you're going to be able to create this. And here's the thing, if it's not exactly the way that you imagine it to be, once you get there, it's going to be even better because you will have gotten there by aligning with what you really want, by allowing the universe to unfold, and where you end up is where you're supposed to be. And you can keep going through this process until you get to the place you want to go. But just know this is going to be hopeful, it's going to be exciting, and you really have to practice pushing aside. Remember, yesterday I was like, there goes all of the fear and anxiety and all those things that you're worried about. Just push them aside. You don't need them anymore. I know. You might be worried about getting hurt. You might have some reservations. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So today, what I want you to do is be hopeful. Your future will be forgiving. If something doesn't go as planned, that's just the way it's going to go. If everything goes as planned, great. If you realize, oh, I should have done this differently or I should have done that, there's no should having on yourself. You're going to be in a place of peace because whatever happens, happens. Success is the process, it's the act of doing. And all you have to do is do. And if for any reason you can't do, then you can turn to your people and you can put yourself in places where you can figure out why you can't do something that really aligns with your life that you want to do because maybe there's something else you need to work on. The only outcome here is going to be positive and wonderful. So you can be forgiving of yourself and you can trust that your future will fill you with happiness. This is a family picture and I don't know, when I put these up there, it makes me happy. I feel like it stirs this energy that I can just like channel and give you because I want you to be so successful. I want you to be so happy. I want you to get everything that you desire. Like your success makes me light up. And I want you to enjoy this process, every part of it. So the joy of telling your story as if it's happened is you get to leapfrog all the bad stuff. Well, if bad stuff's going to happen, well, you'll deal with it. And you have the tools to deal with it, and you have the resources to deal with it. So, for this particular exercise, for this experiment, we don't need to focus on all of the things that could go wrong. We're going to feel what it's like when everything goes right. It's so much fun. So you need to pick a date in the future. Imagine you got in a time machine and you were able to jump 10 months. I like 10 months. That's a good amount of time. 10 months into the future. Whatever today's date is, look at a calendar and set a date for 10 months in the future. Now you're going to pretend that you're actually in that moment, 10 months in the future. And you're going to look back at what has unfolded over the past 10 months. I reached my goal and accomplished what? What is it that you created, experienced, or changed in your life? We've talked about the risk you want to take. We talked about the things you want. This is where you're going to plug it in. Next, The most challenging part was fill in the blank. So the beauty of this is you get to include the challenging part because this is not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult at times. And you're going to build some of the challenges into your story. But the understanding is you got through these challenges. So it's not like you're afraid. It's like, I get it. I get it. Life's uncomfortable. It's difficult. This isn't going to be easy. I'm changing something. So let's identify those challenges. I was able to find answers and overcome obstacles by leaning on the following three people. Well, the joy is you've already identified your people. And for each risk, there might be other people that you need to locate. You might not have all the people ready and available. You might have to find some of these other people. So you can identify some of these people. You can anticipate the obstacle and you can actually find these people before you even need them. When I do this with students, it's so cool because they anticipate the obstacles and they locate the people who are going to help them before they even take their risk. So it's really like, who cares what happens with the risk because they've already found people who are going to help them to get to places they never even imagined. It's the process of being able to create a life where you know you're going to be okay no matter what so that you can align with the things that you want and take the risks that you need to engage in so that you can get the results you desire. I was able to find connection, community, and answers in the following three places. Again, the beauty is you have these places. You've already thought this through. You've already identified where you're going to find that connection and community and answers. What's cool is if you don't have the people that you need in your corner, you can use places to help you to find those people every day. Every day, I'm thinking people, places, and patience. Every day. It's so amazing because once you have a framework in place, when challenges come up or when something you want isn't being fulfilled, instead of being filled with regret, instead of shaming yourself or blaming yourself or other people, you just think, I'm uncomfortable. People, places, patience. So use those places. It took me this amount of time to get here. I'm so proud of myself and my accomplishments. I'd say it took me 10 months to get here. You can pick whatever time you want, but it's just reinforcing this idea that you have time and you will work to get the results you desire. So in the Win or Learn book, you have a template here. It's kind of like a Mad Lib where you can fill in the blank and you can do this again and again and again for all different types of experiments that you are going to conduct during your risk-taking journey. So you have this available to you at all times. So here's your assignment. Tell your story as if it's already happened. You have the template, you know what you need to fill in. Now you just have to do the work. Write this out. Send it to me. You know how to get a hold of me. If you have questions, let me know. You can ask these questions in the Facebook group. You can reach out directly to me. You can find me on social media. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. I am in your corner. And if there's anyone else in your life that you think could use a little light, can use a little hope, would enjoy engaging in this, invite them at any time. That's the joy of this. If there's a lesson that speaks to you, share it with them. Everyone is invited, everyone is included. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm thrilled to be in your corner, and I'm so excited to continue the conversation. Thanks, everyone.